This weekend, we remember the thousands of brave men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. Veterans Day is on Sunday.
Now, the holiday, a good reminder for all of us. These vets can have a pretty tough go of it when they return home from duty. News 5's Katie Blaze watching out for vets in the studio tonight, breaking down the local resources available right now for them. Katie.
Yeah, after this week's tragic shooting in Thousand Oaks, California, many are wondering if something could have been done to help the gunman who was a Marine Corps vet. We've learned he had contacts with law enforcement and that a mental health crisis team was called to his house earlier this year. Local organizations now saying to prevent incidents like this from happening again, it's going to take all of us.
Why aren't there more resources, or why we don't have the services that we have here in Colorado Springs in each state?
They were the first questions Jerome Ford asked himself after learning of the horror that took place Wednesday night in Thousand Oaks, California.
Heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. My wife and I sat down and watched the news together, and we just say why.
Ford is the program director of the Crawford House, the Colorado Veterans Resource Coalition. Wednesday's shooting, a horrible reminder of the mental issues soldiers can sometimes struggle with after coming home.
It's tough for these guys when they come back home, so services need to be here. And that's why I'm very, very thankful to be here in Colorado Springs, because the services are here. I mean, awesome services here.
The Crawford House provides housing for homeless vets, as well as treatment and rehab services for veterans suffering from substance abuse and/or chronic mental illness. Other organizations that provide mental health care: Mount Carmel Veterans Service Center and the Colorado Springs VA Clinic.
If you know of a veteran who needs that support, the best thing for you to do is reach out to them or give them a recommendation.
And that's where Ford says it all starts, with the community getting involved and watching out for warning signs.
What I've noticed is when some people are just being very quiet, centered to themselves, not talking, and don't want to talk.
Alcohol abuse and using different drugs can be other red flags.
If we're not reaching out, we're going to have problems. If we see someone who needs help and we just look at them and move on, we're going to have problems.
So from family members to friends to strangers on the street, supporting veterans, a mission for all of us. Well, definitely a good idea for all of us to be aware of local resources that are out there for vets. Now, if you'd like more information on that, you can find this story on our KOAA News 5 app. Just click on the News tab. Always watching out for you, Colorado Springs. Katie Blaze, News 5.